This next one is kind of, I think it's fun. I hope you do. These guys, kind of walking through the woods one day. They're hiking, and they're kind of looking around. It's all nature and everything. It's really great. And just as they see this gigantic grizzly bear, the thing sees them, and it starts running right towards them, And he's like, oh my God, what are we going to do? And he looks at his buddy. His buddy's sitting on a rock, taking his hiking boots off and putting his running shoes on. And the guy looks at him and says, what are you, idiot? You think you can outrun a bear? And I said, well, hey man, the way I see it, all I got to do is outrun you. But here's another one. This is really old. If you've heard it, just don't give it away. All right, but really let's enjoy this. Okay, so anyway, one day the big chief is in his teepee, and he's sitting there, and his youngest son comes in, and he says, Father, tell me again how we name our young. And the chief, my son, you have asked me this story many times. My other children, Screaming Eagle and Little Fawn, they don't ask anything about this. What is the problem? Why do you keep asking me this, squatting dog? Yeah, I know. Yeah, here's a golf club. Well, sort of. Anyway, so one day this guy's out playing golf, and it's not really all that good. So he hits his ball, and it goes right off into the woods, into the rough. Well, it's a new ball, new Titleist costs like $7, so he's got to find it. So he's out there and he's got his club, and he's poking around looking for it. And he comes to this clearing, and there's his ball sitting right there between this guy's feet, And this guy's got a flowing robe and a turban. Yeah. And he's standing there like this with his arms crossed. And the guy goes up and yeah, man, that's my ball. And the guy goes, I know. You know? Yes, you see, I'm a genie. And because you have found me, I am going to grant you 3 wishes. Really? Yes, what would you like? Oh, man, gee whiz. Hey, man. All right, I've always wanted a Rolls Royce. And the guy in the parking lot of the club is a brand new Rolls Royce. Oh, that's amazing. Hey, I got another wish. Of course. What is your second wish? Oh, well, gold and jewels. I want diamonds and emeralds and rubies and stuff. And the trunk is full of all that you desire. Yeah, all right. And I got a third wish. I want my third wish, and I want it now. And of course, what will you have? I said, well, truthfully, I've always wanted to be a par golfer. And for you guys that golf, you know what that means. So if you don't, it means that if it's a par 3 hole, you get it in 3, and the whole course and all that stuff. So if somebody explain it to you, I don't really understand it either. So he says, it has been granted. Oh, that's amazing! That is just fantastic! Oh man, well listen, this, it's great, man. I wish I could do something for you. And this guy, well, so actually, I've been cooped up in a bottle for 2,000 years, and they told me there is something. Well, I mean, I don't know what. Well, I mean, I want to have butt sex with you. And I was like, oh, well, wait, no, I don't think that's what I want. Nah. After all I've done for you, and they can be revoked, and there's, oh, shit, God. All right, whatever, fine. So the guy gets ready for it. The guy in the flowing robe starts him down, and gets him bent over, and he's like, really tearing him up, and like, oh, And the guy says, and as he's doing it, he asks the guy, he says, hey man, yeah, and the guy says, yeah, what? How old are you? And the guy's like, what? How old are you? I'm 37 years old. He said, You don't consider yourself pretty mature? No, I do, yeah. Okay, well, yeah. So, well, I mean, then he's like, is there any kind of, infirmity, mental infirmities in your family? No, what do you do? What? Man, aren't you kind of old to be believing in genies? Yeah, it's sad. We said to do that. Let me take one more golf tip real quick. That's, on Saturday, these 4 guys, they've been playing for years and years. And every Saturday, they meet at 8 o'clock, they go the 18 holes, they stop for lunch, and then that's their Saturday, Well, one day, they're out there, and they get behind these other 4 guys, and these guys are terrible. They're missing the ball, and they're going off the side, and they're just going all around, and the guys are, can we play through? And these guys are just ignoring them, and it takes forever and ever and ever. They don't get the, finally it's like 5 o'clock in the evening when they finally play the 18th hole, and they missed lunch, they're starving, and they're like, well, shit, let's just eat dinner and get out of here. I'm so pissed, I can't stand it. So the 4 guys, they go into the clubhouse, and they sit down and they're eating, and these other 4 guys that had been holding them up all afternoon, screwing around, they're sit down across on the other side, and the one guy says, you know what, this bullshit, I'm tired of this. This is crap. I'm going to tell these dudes. So he gets up and he storms over there, man. He says, what the hell is wrong with you? And they look up like this, and we're blind. Oh, golly, I didn't realize, oh my gosh, I feel so bad. I'm terrible. I'm sorry. I'm just so sorry. Listen. I'm going to make arrangements so tomorrow, on a Sunday, it's the golf is on me. You do another round of golf, and I'm paying for it. And I swear, I'm so sorry, And he goes back and he tells the other 3 guys, and the 2 of them are just like, oh no, oh God. And one gets up, he says, fellas, the next round of drinks is on me, and I am so sorry. I am so very sorry. We didn't know. I'm so sorry. And then when he gets and sits down, and he's like, they've got their heads down, and the 3rd guy gets up and he goes over there, fellas, dinner, it's on me. It's the least I can do. I feel so bad about this, and he goes back and he sits down. Meanwhile, the 4th guy is just sitting there eating, he's just eating, and y'all look at him, what's wrong with you? Didn't you hear us? They said he's blind. Don't you feel terrible? He said, nah, fuck them. They should have played last night. Okay. Then, there's sort of another kind of, this guy who's, he can't really afford good seats, but he really wants to go and see this football game. The only one he can get, the only seats he can get are up in the nosebleed seats, in the very top end of the stadium, And the only way you can even see the game, because they look like ants playing on a ping pong table or something. They're just going around. But he's got a pair of binoculars, so he can kind of watch the game. But he also notices that right on the 50-yard line, about the 3rd row back, perfect, there's an empty seat. And oh my gosh, this is wonderful. But they're going to come. Obviously this is a big game, and they're not going to miss it, so they're just running late, So and the whole time he's keeping an eye, he's looking at the seat more than he's looking at the game. Oh my gosh. And he finally, it's like like halftime, So he says, I'm going down there. If nobody there, the guy's nobody's going to show for it. I'm just going to see if I can't get a seat. Well, he gets down there, and there's this old black guy sitting in the seat next to it. And he said, oh, sir, I noticed that this seat has been empty all game, and it's halftime, nobody's shown, do you think it'd be all right if I sat here? And the old guy's like, yeah, why not, That's my wife's seat, and she's she passed away, and so yeah, I guess it'd be all right. I guess, that's fine. So he's like, oh, I'm so sorry. And he sits down. He says, but these are great seats. I'm kind of surprised that, it's a tragedy that your wife has passed away. I'm sure you miss her terribly, but I mean, since, didn't you have a relative or a friend or something that would have really appreciated these seats? He says, well, I would imagine that they're all at the funeral. Yeah. Okay,